Hey everybody, wanted to make a quick little video for you to talk to you a little bit about organization and duplicating your efforts and just being organized and being intentional with your work. And so that's probably one of the hardest absolute things for me to do. I will procrastinate, or I will put way too many things on my plate, and it affects everything to do with my business. And so something I've had to learn to do is to be more disciplined in my efforts and to understand and get to a point where I had to realize how valuable I was and how valuable my time was. And so I've learned over time, just being in network marketing for so long, that the more organized I try to be and the more disciplined I try to be and consistent in my efforts, the more success that I have in my business and the more fulfilled I feel, and I feel more accomplished at the end of the day. See, there's the most amazing part of network marketing is you are the boss. You get to set the hours, you get to determine your pay, you get to determine everything. You are the CEO, and you get to, but you've got to be intentional with what you're doing, because even though that's the most amazing part of what we get to do, it's also the worst part for so many. And it's the one thing that can cause so many people to fail in network marketing, because you've probably worked jobs where you clock in and out and you get a paycheck, and you clock in and out and you get a paycheck, and someone else is dictating the hours and the pay and your time freedom. And so, but we're such accustomed in our heritage to doing that. It's like a coin operated world. And so we're just used to clocking in and doing an activity and getting a pay reward for it. But when it comes to our own discipline in life, things can distract us, or our fear can stop us from doing things because we're scared to talk to someone. We're scared of failure. We're scared of all these things. And we have all this fear going on that we'll say, well, I'll do that when I finish the laundry, or I finish the dishes, or I finish taking care of this, or I've got this on my plate, or I'm just so busy. I have no time to build that time freedom and that financial freedom that I really want, that network marketing can give you. So what I'm going to encourage you today, and I'm going to give you a couple of things that I've learned just over time that I must do, because if I don't do them, I'm going to procrastinate. I'm going to put too many things on my plate and get zero accomplished, and I'll feel like a chicken run around with my head cut off. And this is something that I fight daily in my own life and in my own business because of my personality type. I'm a red personality, and so I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off all the time. So if I don't discipline myself and set time limits and even almost like rewards for doing the activity, I always say if I haven't accomplished my workload for the day, then I don't get to go to dinner or go out with friends or do something that I really wanted to do until my workload is done. So being your own boss, you kind of have to do that. You want to work your business. Determining what your pay is what you've got to give your business. So if you're wanting to make, X amount of dollars, then you need to give it X amount of hours every day. The cool part of network marketing is if you do, you don't have to work a full-time day to get a full-time wage. So that's really cool, but you do have to be disciplined in the work and the effort that you're given. You can't say, I'm going to work my business for an hour and then get on Facebook and scroll Facebook for an hour, see what everybody else is doing. And then you say, I work my business, but my business isn't working. And I've been working my business, but I really just, if you be real with yourself, you've really just been scrolling Facebook. You haven't really been having conversations or talking to people. So one of those things I actually put out earlier this week, and Amy's going to talk to you in the Factor of 5 training about having daily tasks. And you need to determine a couple of things. One, how much time can you give your business every single day consistently? And you're the only person that can determine this. If you work a full-time job and you have the kids and you have your husband and you have the house, you have all these things that you have to do. So you have to determine, and maybe even sit down and have a conversation with your spouse or your kids or whatever, and determine, I'm going to give my business an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and what those 5 days are. And those are your work days. And you can take a highlighter in your calendar and highlight that time frame, and that is work time. It's non-negotiable time. If you're not, something happens, you can't just always call in on yourself. I guess that's what I'm trying to get across to you. It's non-negotiable time. So if you say you can only give your business an hour a day, 5 days a week, then be consistent in that hour, 5 days a week, where you're actually doing income producing activities. You're doing things that are going to grow your business, not scrolling Facebook. Okay. That's a big, big no-no when it's work time. Scroll Facebook on your own time. So you're kind of clocking in and out for yourself. The one thing is, that's first. You got to figure out how much time you can give it. And if you're going to work it 7 days a week, 5 days a week, 4 days a week, what? And then mark that time out on your calendar. Have a calendar. Get a calendar. That's like your life. I have homeschooled. Now I'm working a job outside of Acti. Plus I have my Acti and I have my husband, my kid. So many things going on. If I don't have it all written down, I absolutely get nothing done. Nothing. I will get, by the end of the day, I totally am depressed. I don't feel accomplished. And I've gotten nothing done for the whole entire day. And there's still days that happens to me. And I've been doing this for 21 years. It's going to happen. But the more you do it, the better you'll get. So to be organized, get you a calendar, have a conversations with your family, block out whatever time, whatever days, and then consistently stick to those days. Now, Ashley put out a thing, and Amy's going to talk about some things in the Zoom meeting that are things for you to do. And we're focusing a lot on 5, doing those 5, contacting 5 people, stuff like that. Ashley's, I printed off because I really loved it. And you can figure out what your things are that you want to do. But I loved hers because it said, check the product of the day. Make sure you got your product of the day out there every day. And I would be very original with those. Don't copy anybody's anything, not their words, not their picture. Change it up and make it uniquely yours. Watermark it so people can't steal it from you if it's on your page. And then she had said spend 1 to 2 hours a day creating new leads. And creating new leads, you can determine how much time you want to spend to that. This is something that the full-time managers do for her, and that she teaches them to do. So creating new leads, you could create those at an event. You can friend request people on Facebook that maybe inspire you or you've liked watching them. You can ask your friends for references, your customers for references. There's a ton of way you can create new leads, but you want to try to make at least 5 new friends every single day. And then you want to try to contact at least 5 people a day about your business. This is something I do. My goal is always create 5 new friends, contact 5 people about the opportunity, and contact 5 people about the products. And these are new people 5 days a week. And then I have a certain amount of time that I spend. I try to follow up with 5 people every day. I split it up. I do 5 customer follow-ups a day, 5 ambassador follow-ups a day. So I'm actually having 20 conversations. And that sounds like a lot. And if that's too much for you to do because of your time constraints that you have, then I would just do what you can do within those hours. Just determine what you're going to be able to do. But some of the most important things you need to do is you're constantly adding to your leads list. And we call it a hundreds list, but you always want to be putting names on your leads list every single day. Even if it's just one name, if you're really trying to go to the top with this and work it full time, I would say you need to be adding 5 new names a day to your leads list. You want to follow up with your potential customers and your potential ambassadors, and you want to be talking to new customers and new potential customers and new potential ambassadors every day. Now that might be one potential customer, 1 potential ambassador a day. It might be 1 follow-up with the customer that's already got product and 1 follow-up with a team member a day. No matter what that looks like, just have it down so you can check it off. Something that I use is my calendar big time. And then I have a binder. And I have my little scripture on the binder. But in the binder, I've created myself a rule of 5. And some days I get it finished and some days I don't. But I have like 5 things I'm grateful for and 5 people I want to encourage every day. And then I talk to 5 personally enrolled team members. and 5 personal customers every day. Then I talk to 5 people that I'm prospecting for to be an ambassador, and then 5 people that I've talked to about products, or I'm planting those seeds about products. And then try to read a daily devotional, post on social media. I'm not the huge poster on social media, but you should be trying to be consistent, at least with your posting on social media. Hand out 5 cards if you're out and about, and read 10 pages of a book. Now, do I get this all completed every single day? Absolutely not. But even if I only get one or two lines filled in every one of the areas, I feel accomplished. And I know if I stay consistent with it, the more I do it, the better I get. So right now, you might feel overwhelmed and just, it might feel crazy to you. And being organized might be something that's completely out of your comfort zone, because it completely is out of my comfort zone. And there's times that I bomb it all week long. I just look back on that week and I'm like, it sucked. But the more I do it, the better I feel about it. And the more consistent you get, the easier that it gets. So even if you only start with 1 conversation a day, if that is completely all you can fit in, don't allow yourself any fun or anything else until you have that 1 conversation a day. So, and just teach your team that, it's not hard. I think we make this hard because of our fear and procrastination, but it's completely not hard. Once you start having the conversations with people, it'll feel more comfortable. And at the end of the day, you'll just feel on top of the world because you actually accomplished something for yourself. So get you a calendar, write everything down. Talk to your family and set aside certain hours for your business, times you clock in and out, and have fun the rest of the time with your family, making memories and things like that, not obsessing and stressing over doing something that you could have just focused on and gotten done really quick. And then make yourself some kind of checkoff list. It works really good for me. I loved Ashley's that she put out there. She's got her daily to-dos, and then she's got weekly stuff that she does. So you decide what those things are that you're going to do, how many people that you're going to talk to, set those goals, and then stick to them. We're working on the factor of 5. So if you want to set yourself 5 goals every day and check them off as you go, then that's what you do. But the more you talk to, the faster it's going to grow quicker. If you're not interested in growing quick, then do half of what some of the other people are doing. And you're still going to grow as long as you're putting in the consistent effort to grow. And you're the CEO, so you get to decide how fast or how slow or how much or how little that you make. That's totally in your hands. And the absolute only way to fail is to not do anything and to just sit in fear and procrastination and allow this opportunity to slip by you. So I hope you'll get organized, and I hope you will be disciplined and put in that consistent effort. And if you got any questions, just hit me up. Talk to you guys later. Bye.